Hey girl, stop forcing stuff. Just stop it. Look here. On Tuesday, I knew that, okay, DeLonda, you got to do a RESTscription today, but I didn't have anything. And I usually put them out based on what the Lord is leading me to say. And I didn't have anything to say. And today it was the same thing. I did not have nothing to say. And then the Lord was like, say that. And so I want to just encourage you today that you don't have to try to force things, especially when God ain't in it, if he ain't giving it to you. And a lot of times we try to live with this flow that the world is giving us, which is hustle bustle on all the time, never off, rest when you die foolishness. But it's time to find our rest in God, to find our worth, to find our identity in him. And when we do that, we have a freedom that we live in, a freedom to truly and only obey the Lord. Do you hear me? And when we do that, we can live with his rhythm, with his flow, and we don't have to force anything. Just because we feel awkward because of the silence, just because we feel awkward because we don't feel a move of nothing to post on our profiles or whatever, hey, that's your problem. It ain't the Lord. And you just need to trust that, hey, you don't need this today. Maybe it's time for you to sit yourself down somewhere and let him work on you, which is what he was doing, working on me. Amen. You know, there's times when you got free time on your calendar. It ain't the time to force nothing in those free spaces. This is not the time to force relationships that the Lord done told you to get out of. This ain't the time to force yourself to be in places, to be on jobs that the Lord has called and into, and you trying to hold on because you're afraid of what's around the corner. This is not the time to force yourself into a job where God ain't told you to move yet. This is not the time to force things. So whatever it is that you're trying to force today, let it go. Let it go. And learn to move with God's rhythm. Learn to move with God's pace. Learn to move when he says move, not how the world tells you to move and when the world tells you to move, not by how Granny told you to move and how she tell you to move, not by how anybody tells you to move, only how God tells you to move. Because in the end, he'll work it all out. In the end, he will redeem the time. In the end, he will cause you to be seen. In the end, the right doors will open. In the end, it's already been worked out already. So trust God and stop trying to force stuff. That's your RESTscription for today. Girl, rest. Bye.